Good morning, beautiful humans. My name is Gregory and I'm a second-year medical student living in Brisbane. Today is Sunday and in a couple of weeks I have my final exams. It's going to be a full week of studying and I'll bring you guys through that. But today is Sunday, so it's a little more relaxing for me. I'm probably not going to get started studying until around noontime, but right now I'm going to go head off to the farmer's market with my roommate to grab a coffee and a couple sweet treats. I'm gonna head back here and hop on a call with my girlfriend, and then we'll get to it right after that. Are you ready? Let's go. Okay, so I just finished saying goodnight to my girlfriend, so now I'm gonna move on to getting through some Anki cards for the next few hours. There's quite a few built up because I've been putting them off for the past couple days, trying to finish up this huge paper that I have, but we'll slowly chip away at it and see where we get. I'm gonna do them on my bed. I know that that's usually not the best practice, but I've been having these lower back problems and this is just much more comfortable for me. Alright, so it's about 10 minutes till 4 now. I've been doing Anki for about an hour or so. I'm about halfway through my goal for today, so I thought it'd be a great place to pause and grab a snack to refuel. I've got a leftover empanada heating up right now and I'm excited for that. So after we do that, we'll come back, finish up the Ankis, and I'm going to switch gears a little bit and put it into practice with some practice questions. Okay, finally done with the flashcards. Took a little longer than expected, but there were a lot of cards that I haven't seen in a while, so I was definitely fuzzy on the information, but we got through it. Now it's about 7:20 at night, so I think it's time for dinner. I'm gonna make a little extra for the next couple days as well. And then when I come back, we're gonna do some practice questions and then finish the night by making my study schedule for the week. All right, let's go. So my finals week is going to consist of 3 exams. The first one is going to be clinical sciences. That's going to cover everything that we've learned from the beginning of the semester up to now. So that includes eyes, endocrine, reproduction, psychology, dermatology, and hematology. The second exam is going to be a spotter exam. That's a couple days after the clinical science exam. That is going to cover the associated anatomy, histology, and pathology. And then the third exam is going to be bioethics. That one comes a few days after that. But today I'm going to focus on the most recent topic and honestly probably the hardest one, and that's hematology, specifically the leukemias and lymphomas. It is a beast of a subject. There are a lot more complexities and nuances to them than I had originally expected, so I definitely need to hunker down and really focus on that today. I think the best way to do that is first, of course, start off with my Ankis, but then just spend the rest of the day, or most of it at least, doing practice questions. First, I gotta wake myself up, so I'm gonna hop in the shower. I'll see you in a bit. Check this out. I found this at the grocery store. Coffee in a bag. All right, so it's about 2 o'clock right now and I'm almost done with my flashcards, but I just have a few left. I'm absolutely starving though, so I think I'm going to take this moment to take a pause and have a quick bite for lunch. I picked this up from the grocery store. It was like $5, $3 US probably. But this is like a spicy salami personal pizza. I've had it before, it's quite good, so I'm just gonna have that. Afterwards, I'm going to order something on Amazon for my roommate. His birthday's coming up in a couple of weeks. He turns 30. It's a huge birthday for him, so I definitely wanna make sure that it's special. And then afterward, I'm going to spend the rest of the day doing practice problems. I am absolutely not looking forward to it, especially because I'm still trying to wrap my mind around all the different lymphomas and leukemias. But I know I gotta do it, and I'm trying to embody and practice Parkinson's law and use it to my advantage, which says that the work that we do expands to fill out the time that we allot for it. So if I set this artificial deadline today to say, hey, I have to get through 20 or 40 questions by today and review them, I kind of hold myself accountable for it. And I can't push it off till tomorrow because tomorrow is another 40 questions, right? And I have to stick to that and realize that it's gonna build up. So I'm gonna practice this for the week and see where it goes. It'll probably help. Hopefully it'll help me deal with the testing anxiety that I have. All right, let's go. What's up everyone? Good morning. It is Wednesday and these past couple days have been a doozy. I've been looking at lymphomas and leukemias nonstop, but I feel better now. I feel like the extra time that I put into it paid off. Certainly I still have a lot of work to do, but that's okay. I'm gonna switch gears though, since it is Wednesday, just a little bit. I do need to put some time into looking at anatomy, histology, and pathology, which is split separately from our clinical sciences. A lot of the step one resources that we're given don't really cover anatomy much. I think for the rest of the day, I'll be spending it watching review videos or review recordings from my school to freshen up on that. After this, I'm going to hop onto my Ankis, get those out of the way, and then I'm gonna catch up with my girlfriend before she goes to bed, and then I'll get started. So a bit of change of scenery today. I've got a physical therapy appointment on campus for my lower back. It's still bothering me even though I've been trying to move around throughout the day. So we're gonna have that checked out, and then afterwards, since I figure we're gonna be out and about anyway, I'll just spend the rest of the day at the library studying. Are you ready? Let's go. All right, I know this doesn't look like the library. A slight change of plans because as I was coming out of physio, it looked like it was about to rain, so I would just rather not be stuck out there while it rains, and the rain is supposed to get even heavier throughout the day, which is weird because it really hasn't rained in the past couple weeks, and it doesn't look like it's supposed to rain for any part of the other week. So anyways, that's okay. We'll try again tomorrow. I do want to switch up the scene a little bit, but for today, we could just stay here. But yeah, physio was okay. They gave me a couple exercises to take back home with me to try and improve the irritation back down here. Kind of a few of these and a couple of these. I don't know. We'll see. And since we are home, I think I'm gonna actually make myself a proper meal now. That way I can be fueled for an epic study session. So let's do it. Guess what? We did it. It's Friday, which means not a whole lot because my exams aren't until the middle of next week, so there's still quite a few days to study. But for today, I'm gonna start actually by hopping onto a call with my girlfriend, spend a little extra time with her today. We're gonna watch the next episode of A Handmaid's Tale. We try to do this, these extra long dates once in a while if we can, just because our time together is evidently limited. So we really try to make the most of it. And plus I'm at a point now with my studying where I feel pretty good about everything that I have to know. The next few days, I'm really gonna focus on just doing practice questions and really exposing myself to the material in as many different ways as possible. Oh, that's good. Okay, let's go. morning, everyone. It is Wednesday, exam day. I've got 2 more exams after this, but this is the big boy. Definitely want to do well on this one. We'll see. I feel pretty good. It's gonna happen at noon, which is a couple hours from now, but I do want to get on campus early so I can get a good breakfast in, maybe have a glance over at a couple of the old practice problems again. Without further ado, I want to head out, so I will see you afterward. Let's go. That test was over. It's over now. It was definitely a long test. There were quite a few tricky questions, but overall, I hope I did okay. There were quite a few that are repeats from the practice exam, so that just goes to show you, always do your practice questions. You never know when they're gonna show up on the actual exam. And it'll be helpful to buffer you for, hopefully it'll buffer me for the questions I definitely didn't know. But it's out of my head now. For now, I'm gonna just take a little bit of a break, celebrate by having myself lunch, and then get right back to it for part 2, which is in 2 days. All right, it's Friday, and it is round 2 of my final exam, so it's the last one, and nope, it's not the last one. This is part 2. I still have an ethics, a bioethics exam 4 days from now, and then my OSCEs at the end of next week. So still got a bit of ways to go. It just feels like it's been a long week. It'll be fine. People tell me they can tell when I'm stressed when this starts coming out real fast and aggressively, and it has, so it's okay, it's almost over. But right now, I'm just gonna go to campus early. It starts at noon, it's like 8:30 right now, but I'm gonna go to campus early, eat something, have myself my pre-test poop ritual, settle in, and take this test. It's 1 hour long. Let's do it.
That test was so hard.
It's over now, and I'm just going to put faith in the work that I put into studying for it. I have a bad habit of doing this and discrediting the work that I put in, but it definitely challenged my knowledge of the information. But I prepared as best as I could, and it's over now, so all the clinical sciences are behind me. All that's left for finals week is in 4 days. I've got bioethics, and then at the end of that week, it's going to be my OSCEs, where I practice physical exams on people and get tested on that. And after that, I get a mid-semester break. I'm pooped, so I'm gonna go eat something right now and just relax for the rest of the day. I feel like every time I'm talking, I'm always about to eat something. Why? You know what? It is what it is. Okay. And that concludes finals week. Oh, I'm so tired. I just came back from my last one, which was the OSCEs, which stands for Objective Structured Clinical Examination. This is the one, I'm not taking it on a computer. This is the one where I'm actually engaging with a simulated patient, and I'm given a prompt in. I'm trying to, based on questioning and my physical examination, I'm supposed to find out what they have or what they might have, and then deliver that news to them. So I was definitely super nervous for that, and I definitely got the diagnoses wrong. I 100% got the diagnoses wrong. But it's done now, and it was a formative exam anyway, so that means I'm not getting graded on it. It was really just to get us into the habit of doing these, because the one that we'll be doing next semester will be graded and will have more than 2 stations. That's future Greg's problem. Right now I'm done, and that means that I have to finish up packing, because for my mid-year break, a couple classmates and my roommate and I decided to book a trip to New Zealand. Yes, I'm so excited. This is probably gonna be my one and only trip. Just given quarantine and my study schedule, it's been really difficult to even plan travel at all. So I'm super stoked for this. Oh, we're gonna go like skiing, go to Hobbiton. We have to go to Hobbiton, obviously. I think it's gonna be a fun time. And so that's why I wanted to practice vlogging so that I'd be prepared for this trip, so I can take you with me. So I guess the next time that you'll see me will be part of this trip. But until then, I'm just gonna end this vlog here because it's already been a long week. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening to me. I will see you in New Zealand.